Welcome in Jerry Palm from CBSSports.com, who, of course, is projecting brackets left and right here this time of year. Let's talk first, though, about the implications of the Georgetown loss and what that means for your number one seeds.
Well, it means that Georgetown's not a number one anymore. They're going to be replaced by Louisville. Indiana's loss last night knocked them out of being the overall number one, but they're still on the top line. Duke is the overall number one now, followed by the Hoosiers, Gonzaga out of the West Coast Conference, and then the Cardinals of Louisville.
And you feel like Indiana still has that very important positioning in the Midwest as well, which means they play in Indianapolis.
Yeah, that's right. And in fact, you know, for Indiana, if they want to hold that spot, they need to make sure that they're finishing at the top of the seed list of the Big Ten teams, because those are really the only teams that can knock them out of Indianapolis, although I suppose perhaps Louisville could as well.
Let's then take a look at your top four seeds, because I know there's some Big Ten teams in the mix all around here. Give us a sense of what it looks like. So these would be the top 16 in the tournament right now.
Yeah, correct. You'll see that Michigan is number 2 in the South. That is a change as of tonight because Miami lost at home to Georgia Tech, a bad loss for the Hurricanes. Michigan State is a 3. They're actually my top 3, so they're pushing to get onto that 2 line as well.
All right, so that good news then from a Big Ten point of view with Michigan moving up with that Miami loss. Let's talk a little bit about the bubble teams. We saw Villanova with the win. We had Maryland losing, Iowa State winning. So some of these bubble teams heading in both directions. When we talk about the Big Ten, the only team that's even kind of remotely on the bubble is Iowa. Jimmy and I called their win over Illinois last night. What's it going to take, you think, for the Hawkeyes to get in at this point?
Well, for Iowa, their problem is they haven't done anything away from home, which means, you know, they have to get into the conference tournament. They have to beat one of the top 7 teams in this league in Chicago on a neutral court to show they can play tournament quality ball away from home before they get seriously considered.
And in order to do that, well, first of all, they probably need to beat Nebraska, right?
Yeah, obviously, whoever game won, well, yes, obviously, the end of the regular season,
right.
Beat Nebraska.
And then whoever that first game is. So you're really talking about 2 more wins in addition to the one they got last night. So it'd be 3 wins in a row, and then that 4th game maybe would be one that would be significant.
Yeah, exactly. They need to prove they can do it against tournament quality teams.
What about Minnesota? How damaging is the loss in terms of their seeding?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's another bad loss. And for Minnesota, you know, bad losses is what knocks you down the bracket in a hurry. I've had them in the top half of the bracket. Tomorrow's bracket, they're probably in an 8-9 game, and that's not really a position you want to be in.
No, that's always the dreaded one, because then you end up against one of the 1 seeds. All right, Jerry Palm from CBSSports.com. He'll be contributing throughout this tournament run, but again, you can read his updated stuff every single day on CBSSports.com.